Honourable Speaker, I trust the dialogue is now over. Honourable Speaker, there's no gortwa when somebody has to withdraw. They must withdraw.
Yeah.
But that's not my question. Honourable Speaker, I can't proceed with my question because there's so much of noise.
Order, honourable members. Please allow Honourable Singh to ask his supplementary question.
Unless
She did withdraw, by the way.
Yeah, I know, but
Yeah.
gortwa.
After that, she did withdraw.
Okay, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Honourable Speaker.
Yes.
Honourable Speaker, I think, firstly, we must say that we respect the constitutional right of the President to appoint members of the executive. That is not in question, so he's quite correct with his answer. But I want to remind the Honourable President, well, he's aware of this 355-page State of Capture report. We've heard this word being used earlier on, Mr. President, by you, that there's a funny democracy. On the 23rd of November, in a question that I asked you, follow-up question, you said this report has been dealt with in a very funny way, very funny in my view. Everything seems to be funny, but you said, and I quote, Mr. President, you said it affected you and many. And I agree that it would affect you and many. And you said there was no fairness at all. Now my question relates to the role of the Honourable Molefe when he was CEO of Eskom. There are a number of allegations made in this report. Now, Mr. President.
Order, honourable members. Please allow Honourable Singh to finish.
Now, Mr.
Honourable members, please allow Honourable Singh to speak. Please finish, Honourable Singh.
Okay, Honourable Speaker, Minister Zulu is trying to engage in a dialogue with me. Now, we've heard today, Honourable President, from a backbencher that this report has been taken in review. And we would like the President to confirm whether it has been. But in relation to Eskom, I asked in November whether you will appoint an investigating committee into the Tegeta deal. Your own Minister of Public Enterprises says this, and I quote, "I really hope the President appoints the commission at some point. It's necessary so we can talk a few things through," Brown said in an interview with the City Press sister newspaper. Now, in view of this and the call for an investigation to clear the Honourable Molefe's name and your name and anybody else's name, what would your position be today on this matter, Honourable President?
Honourable President.
No, thank you, Madam Speaker. I think the Honourable Member said a number of things on this report. And when I answered you, when you were asking a question, and I told you what happened, I was not talking about the matter far away from me. I was talking about a very concrete, practical, personal experience with regard to this report. And up to now, I can't tell you what will be the real outcome of this report. Whether this report, because it's those who were talked about there, including myself, investigation should have meant that we were met and asked questions, we should respond to the question. You can't conclude about an individual without having asked individuals the questions. And that's a problem with that report. And that's why I wouldn't want to make more comments than what I did say that time. And I still say that the public protector, former public protector, was unfair. Firstly, I did indicate she had said she was reporting to me as the President that there is this request that has come. She's still evaluating. The next thing, she says, could I have a meeting so that I can give a report? And before we met, 3 days before, I will want to ask you questions. And I was not prepared when we met. And I said, you have not even sent me the questions. And we argued for a long time. And I said it was unfair. I told her to. It's unfair. if you want to ask me questions, you better give me a good chance so that I can answer the questions. And she made what you call it, the conclusions of the report. That's the point I was talking about. Now, I don't know how it treated Mr. Molefe, but insofar as I know my experience with the report, it was unfair the way the matter was handled on this report. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
The Honorable